Have you ever noticed that not everyone who smiles at you is truly your friend? And not everyone who challenges you is your enemy? Mike Tyson, one of the most feared heavyweight champions in boxing history, learned this lesson the hard way, both in the ring and in life. He once said, "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth." That's true for boxing, but it's also true for life. People act in ways we rarely predict. Enemies don't always arrive with malice. Friends don't always arrive with loyalty. Sometimes the people you trust most can fail you. And sometimes the people you least expect can teach you the most valuable lessons. Tyson's post-retirement reflections reveal this truth. Conflict and support are rarely as simple as they seem. Let's pause here for a moment. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." There's profound wisdom in this. When we understand that people act from their own motives, not necessarily out of friendship or enmity, we stop being controlled by our assumptions. Stoicism isn't about mistrust. It's about clarity, observing human behavior without letting emotion cloud judgment. That is power. Tyson's life was built on constant unpredictability. In the ring, he faced opponents with explosive power and brutal skill. Outside the ring, he faced betrayal, misunderstanding, and the chaotic unpredictability of fame. The same principles apply. People will act in self-interest, sometimes out of fear, sometimes out of pride, and sometimes simply because life is complicated. Psychology confirms this. Human beings are wired to protect themselves, seek advantage, and often, unconsciously, manipulate circumstances to fit their needs. Here's the lesson Tyson learned the hard way. The world does not owe you understanding, validation, or loyalty. Power comes from seeing clearly, thinking strategically, and controlling your responses. When someone helps you, don't assume their intentions are pure. Ask why. When someone criticizes or challenges you, don't react immediately. Ask, what does this reveal? What pattern am I witnessing? The people around you are a reflection not just of themselves, but also of the opportunities and dangers in your environment. Stoic philosophers and modern psychology converge here. Aristotle said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." And the Dunning-Kruger effect in psychology tells us the loudest. Most confident people are often the least informed, while the truly competent tend to doubt, observe, and strategize silently. Tyson's journey mirrors this truth. He became aware of people's motives. He observed without assumption, and he acted decisively when the moment called for it. Conflict, therefore, is not always a curse. It's a teacher. Challenge is not always an attack. It's an opportunity. And understanding people's motives, their fears, desires, and blind spots is your advantage. The wise man does not need to announce his knowledge. The wise man observes, analyzes, and executes. The foolish man acts impulsively, assuming loyalty, assuming malice, and often paying the price. Tyson's insight reminds us of a timeless truth. Life is not just about strength or talent. It is about perception, clarity, and strategy. Every encounter carries a lesson. Every conflict carries insight. And every act of kindness or betrayal is a chance to understand human motives better. Mastering this is what separates the reactive from the unstoppable, the naive from the wise. So when you face your next challenge, when someone helps you or opposes you, remember this. Analyze first, react second. Observe patterns, understand motives, and control your response. Let your decisions be informed by clarity, not by assumptions or emotion. Because the people who appear to be your enemies might be teachers, and the people who appear to be your friends might test the strength of your judgment. Mike Tyson's life is more than boxing. It is a masterclass in human behavior, stoic wisdom, and psychological insight. And it proves one simple truth. Understanding motives, observing clearly, and acting strategically is the difference between being reactive and being truly unstoppable.